We're going to do something a little bit different today. Now, normally we cover Pokemon and things like that, but over on YouTube, we're working on a docu-series called Gaming Across America. We go into these mom-and-pop game stores in your area. You know, what kind of things can we find? What gems do we have here? And Control Freak here in Pigeon Forge. I go to Pigeon Forge once, maybe twice a year. I always try to stop in here. They've had some awesome stuff. This is where I picked up my DS Lite last year when we did the whole Gen 3 to Gen 9 transfer. Really cool place. I swear by them. I go in here every time I'm in. In fact, they had some really cool stuff this time that I was really tempted by. But either way, really great people. I can't say enough good stuff about this store. If you're looking for anything retro gaming and you're in that area, make sure you check them out. This over here is really more my wheelhouse. I am trying to complete the full Atari collection. It's really not that thick, and most of the games are pretty inexpensive. What I love here is that they have a lot that are in box. Up to maybe the last, maybe 5 years, it's been really hard to find these games in box. In fact, they had this Indy 500 game that I really wanted, and the box wasn't in the greatest condition, but I don't see it in box very often. I didn't buy it. I really should have, and I kind of regret that. I need to call them and see if they still have it. But they even have some imported stuff. You can see some imported PS2 games over here. There were some N64 games up top, things like that. Of course, their domestic release section is absolutely off the chain. So check out this Spider-Man X-Men game. It's one of those that is definitely on my list, but it wasn't like a high priority for me at the time. What I did love was this Earthworm Jim 1-2 game. I am a huge Earthworm Jim fan. I still have my Sega CD copy, and this was a special release they did a couple years ago. I didn't even know about it. I learned about it literally in here, and Harley could probably tell you more about that. Maybe we'll talk more about it coming up soon. But they just had a wealth of stuff here. Of course, like I said, the DS and GBA and even classic Game Boy games, that's what really brought me in there the first time. But like I said, they've just got a little bit of everything. And if you're worried about price gouging, I double-checked a lot of prices here. Everything was just on point, really well priced, and just genuinely great people. That's what I really love about these little shops, is that the people here are really knowledgeable. In fact, you can see here that they're just up front doing repairs. Literally, this is when you walk in the store, right here to your left is where they do all the repairs. I didn't even know that my DS had been repaired there. He actually showed me where he'd repaired it. I didn't even know. That's how good they are. Control Freak Games in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee. Go check them out. Tell them Gaming Across America sent you. Great stock, great people. Awesome store, just all the way around a phenomenal place to visit. And also check out the rest of Gaming Across America over on YouTube. We're actually going to be traveling to Dallas, Texas really soon, over the Dallas-Fort Worth area. So if you have any recommendations, comment section is all yours. So make sure you guys check us out there. We're going to be at DreamHack. It's going to be awesome. And we look forward to meeting with all of you real soon.